Hey everyone, it's Amanda with My Life My Way. It is, I don't even know what day it is today. Mostly the end of September. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna sneeze. Maybe? No? We're good? I have no idea what's going on with my body right now. I look like crap, and I particularly don't care today. Today has been a hefty studying day. Ooh, and a whole lot of anatomy and physiology today. And I need a break. So we're gonna do a live update today. I haven't updated you guys, I don't think, since I started the semester. So I thought I'd give you like a tour of my new study space now that I moved upstairs. I was downstairs for the summer just because my house gets ridiculously hot. Especially because we had quite a few heat waves this summer that were all over like 30 degrees Celsius, and I'm Canadian, we're not used to that. That's not how we do things. We don't have air conditioners. So I hid in the basement because it was nice and cool. But now that it's the end of summer, the house is kind of cooled down now, and I'm back to upstairs. Hi guys. So yeah, so this is kind of my study space. Excuse like the vacuum cleaner and the damage to the door that was honestly done before we ever moved in here. I think this was a little kid's room by the owners before us, and this room is a bit of a mess. I'm not gonna lie. But you know what I learned this week? With the missing person case that came out of the States where they had this like perfect YouTube life, perfect Instagram life, and then you find out that she's being domestically abused and she goes missing and all that kind of stuff. I figured we need to normalize the mess that sometimes is our life. So you got it. I have like very minimal makeup. My hair didn't get washed today. It's just hanging out in a clip behind me. That's fine. That's just what we're in for today. The world is not perfect. Neither am I. But this is kind of my study space. So this is my new lamp I bought. And I have to admit, this is one of my favorite things about this study space. It has like an on and off button, which is fine. That's normal. But it has like 3 different study lights. So this is for like at night. And then your normal light. And then like a blue light for studying, which is supposed to be better for you. I don't know if it is or not. But you can kind of turn the light up and down, and you can increase your brightness and that kind of stuff. There's like 5 different levels of it. And I love it. It also has a charging port on the bottom, so I can throw my phone on it and it charges while I'm sitting here doing my homework, which is super lovely. I do have a snack out because I'm going to go back. This is my next round of anatomy quizzes. I don't think you can see it on the screen because it's too bright, but I have my first like big exam for anatomy on Thursday. So we've been like all heavy into the studying. So that's been fun. I have my laptop in the back, and it's literally just playing true crime videos. I'm not gonna lie. I've been watching a lot of That Chapter, which is an Irish guy that does true crime. Loves it. But it's connected up to the second monitor, which is just bigger and easier. And then everything kind of pulls out so that I can have my textbook, which is usually up here. There's not usually snacks, but there's gonna be snacks this time because I'm done with the book for a while. And then this is sort of where I keep sticking my math stuff just to get it out of the way once I'm done my math class. And then a massively sized day timer I bought from Michael's, which I'm super happy with. It even has little stickers and stuff on it that I keep writing into just to keep me motivated and keep it going and make sure that I don't miss a deadline. Oh, I need like 95 or higher for my math class, and I pretty much am aiming for that in my anatomy and my psych classes too. So like, gotta kind of keep that on the go. It's been coming along pretty well. The anatomy book is giant because it's anatomy. I'm through the 6th module now, so I've just finished all the like the basics of the body structure and the skin, and then we got into bones and all of the bones of the body and all of their unique features. So that was a lot. Like I already know most of the bones of the body as a paramedic, but we don't pay a whole lot of attention to like the tuberosities and the fossas and the fancy crap that just means that you have like grooves and bumps on the bones that like hold all your ligaments and stuff together. So that I haven't looked into, so that was pretty hefty. But other than that, it's been okay so far. Like nothing has been super outside of what I remember from paramedic school. I mean, it's been a while. It's like you gotta yank it out of the attic of your brain, but he's chilling there. Psychology, I'm actually I was a little disappointed when I started because I looked through the syllabus that they sent us, and I love psych patients. I think that's where we need to start with this story. I love psych patients. Like, give me a good paranoid schizophrenic, somebody having a panic attack, severe depression disorder, any kind of mood disorders. Like, I really like those patients. I don't know, I just find them really interesting. I like the rapport I can build with them. It's really, really interesting to me. And so when I took psych, I was like, yes, we're going to learn some more. It's going to be awesome. That's not what's going to happen in this first semester, and I'm kind of disappointed. The first chapter was a lot of like the history and stuff of psychology and how they kind of moved it from being like a philosophy thing to an actual science. The second chapter was all how to use the scientific method to kind of take away a lot of the stuff where it used to just be like, if you just sit here and deep think about it for a while, you can come up with psychology stuff, which is fair. Like the experiments and stuff that they run need to kind of fall under that scientific method if you want it to be considered a science. And then this chapter gets into, the chapter I'm doing right now, is more the biological stuff. So how the neurons fire, how your brain is structured, all that kind of stuff. I know some of that. I don't know if I know all of it. So we'll kind of see as we figure it out through the chapter. But like as much as we get into in Psych 104 is like how the brain sort of functions and learns and stuff. And nothing about abnormal psychology. So I was a little sad. I'm really hoping it comes in next semester. Because from what I understand, these are the only 2 psych courses they require for nurses. And if there's nothing about abnormal psych in here, I'm starting to understand why nurses don't understand abnormal psych patients. But we'll see. I'm withholding judgment because I don't know what's coming next semester. I mean, in all fairness, as paramedics, we didn't learn abnormal psych either. Everything is on-the-job training for that. You meet people that are suffering from those conditions, mental health disorders, or like anxiety, depression, or right up to paranoid schizophrenia, and you just kind of like learn as you go. And you pick up little tidbits of pieces of information here and there and do your own self-study and that kind of thing. But I'm kind of hoping there's more. I'm not going to lie. So if there's not, I might end up taking some more courses later that I maybe didn't have to take just because they'd be kind of cool and a little interesting. But so far it hasn't been bad. The course is structured really well. I'm having fun with like the videos and stuff that they've been posting. They do it in like 1 week sections. So there's like 1 chapter per week. So you read the chapter ahead of time. And then every Wednesday they sort of release out the new bundle, and it's got a pre-activity video, an activity that you do. Once you're done and you've submitted the activity, a post-activity video shows up, and then you write a quiz and that kind of stuff. And then you start studying for the next week with the next chapter. So at least it's structured fairly well. I like that. It's going okay. I fell behind a little bit this week because I significantly underestimated the amount of bones in the body and the amount of things I was going to have to learn about the bones in the body. Ooh. I think just like the bones of the axial skeleton, which is like your head and your trunk, was like 50 some pages. Ooh, like I know the bones, but like it's been a while since I looked at the 14 bones that make your face. It's been a bit. Oh, I had to dig that out of the had recesses in my brain for sure. And then yesterday, I took a bit of a break just because I needed it, and I made a bar of soap because I'm actually running out in the house, which is weird and abnormal for me since I started making my own soap. And guys, it was a complete fail. So added into the complete fail of today is this little bar of soap. And he actually doesn't look too bad on camera. I'm kind of impressed. But if you'll notice, there's like little pale chunks kind of right in here. The little pale chunks are uncolored soap. It literally seized on me. It was solid by the time I was starting to shove like the orange color that's kind of in the middle. It was starting to like chunk right up. And by the time I got to the top, if you can kind of see, there's like colors in there that don't match. It's actually because like it was uncolored soap. It was so thick I couldn't stir it. So it failed a little. It does smell good though. And it will soap. Like it's still soap. It'll be usable. It's obviously not for sale. But it does smell like pumpkin spice lattes. I mixed the coffee and I mixed the pumpkin spice together and it smells phenomenal, but it looks a little shady. I believe the term the kids would use these days is ratchet. Is that the term? I'm not very fancy. It's been a long time since I was a kid. Although I'm back in university, so I'm starting to feel like it again. To be honest with you, I'm still back in high school. I did my first math test last week. I got 96, I think, on my first math test, and I wrote my second one today. So we'll see how that goes. Wish me a little bit of luck. And then yeah, Thursday I have my like first big anatomy test. So I guess we'll figure this out as we go. But anyways, leave me a comment down below with the ways that you keep either yourself organized while you're in school or the way you keep your kids organized if they're in school. I'm still struggling a little bit with like making sure I hit deadlines and stuff because I'm still going to work and doing that kind of thing as well. I have dropped some of my shifts because I was up to 3 days a week at my day job and then 1 day, sometimes 2 days on the ambulance. And it was too much to hold a full-time on 2 different rotations and then all of this. So if you have some options for me, I would love them. Other than that, let me know where you're from because that really makes my day. I like knowing where you guys are all from and so I have a chance to say hi. But I will talk to you guys later and I hope you have a good day. Bye.